The fight for equality and fundamental workplace rights are the guiding principles that have driven our union since it was founded as our industry first took flight. This 1970 ad from Eastern Airlines illustrates just how much we've overcome as a profession. It's titled, "Presenting the Losers." The text of the ad explains what management means. Pretty good, aren't they? We admit it. And they're probably good enough to get a job practically anywhere they want, but not as an Eastern Airlines stewardess. We pass up around 19 girls before we get one that qualifies. If looks were everything, it wouldn't be so tough. Sure, we want her to be pretty, don't you? That's why we look at her face, her makeup, her complexion, her figure, her weight, her legs, her grooming, her nails, her hair. But we don't stop there. We talk, and we listen. We listen to her voice, her speech. We judge her personality, her maturity, her intelligence, her intentions, her enthusiasm, her resiliency, and her stamina. We don't want a stewardess to be impatient with a question you may have, or careless in serving your dinner, or unconcerned about your needs. So we try to eliminate problems by taking a lot more time and passing up a lot more girls. It may make our job a lot harder, but it makes your flying a lot easier. Eastern, we want everyone to fly. Today, in the United States, thanks to union flight attendants, we beat back the scourge of discrimination, and those with the heart of a flight attendant have the ability to claim our chosen career as aviation's first responders. Management, no matter how enlightened, will never fill this role for us. We have overcome so much, organized through our flight attendant union, speaking with the credibility that comes from an independent voice made up of the people of our profession. But there are those who threaten to take us back to the discriminatory, hurtful era of this Eastern Airlines ad. Predatory Gulf carriers are attempting to choke out the U.S. aviation industry with over $42 billion of illegal subsidies from their governments, in violation of open skies agreements with the U.S. The Gulf states outlaw unions, and their carriers sign short-term individual employment contracts with young flight attendants. Massive trade agreements currently before Congress and those in late stages of negotiations threaten to lift the limits of foreign ownership of U.S. airlines and open the U.S. domestic market to foreign carriers. These issues threaten our jobs and put aviation's safety, security, and health regulations at risk of escaping our voice and the oversight of the U.S. government. Without our constant vigilance and unified action, equality, dignity, and respect for aviation's first responders will be lost. Working people will become the losers, and our careers will be destroyed. Flight attendants interact with all of humanity. We have different perspectives because we open our hearts and our minds to different people. We care for others the same as we care for ourselves. We're unique, and yet we are one. Flight attendants, we must unite. There is work to be done. We are stronger, we are better together.